Good morning. Today are you are discussed HTML headings. What are the headings? Headings are the titles or subtitles that you want to display on web pages. There are different headings. Heading 1 is a large manner. Heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, heading 5, heading 6, etc. Generally, you can go some simple program. HTML body, HTML open the HTML, open the body, h1 tag 1 is heading 1, h1 open, heading 1, h1 close, closing tag, h2 opening tag, heading 2, h2 closing tag, h3 heading 3, h3 closing tag, h3 closing tag, h4 heading 4, closing h4, h5 heading 5, h5 closing, h6 closing tag, opening and closing tag, body closing body tag under HTML. Then see that output of different tags. Different heading tags output. H1 is the largest one, H2 is the second largest, H3 is the third largest, H4 is the fifth, H5 is the sixth, H5th, H6 is the sixth. This way the program to be they displayed under different headings. Where the HTML headings are defined with the H1 to H6 tags. H1 defines the most important heading, H6 they define the least important tag. In that one different heading tags is there, and that one H1 is the most highest important heading. H6 is the define the least important heading tag. Up to there H1 to H6. H1 to H6 heading tags. They are going different ways. Headings are important. Headings are important. What are the headings? Headings are important. Search engines uses the headings to index the structure and content of your web pages. Users often skim a page by its headings. It is important to use headings to show the document structure. H1 headings should be used for main headings, followed by H2 headings, then the less important H3, and so on. Use HTML headings for headings only. Don't use headings to make text big or bold. Search engines use the headings to index the structure and document of your web pages. Users often skim a page by its headings. It is important to use headings to show the document structure. H1 headings should be used for main headings, followed by H2 headings, then the less important H3, and so on. Bigger headings are each HTML bigger Each HTML heading has a default size. However, you can specify the size for any headings with the style attribute using the CSS font size property. For example, you can go h1 style is equal to within a double quotation font size equal to colon 60px ended with semicolon double quotation close backslash ade greater than heading 1 closing h1 tag. You can go through the output of this one. What that program you can write for the example of font size, you can go for one program. Then HTML, the opening HTML opening body tag. After then you can go for opening h1 tag, h1 less than h1 style is equal to within a double quotation font size colon 6px ended with semicolon double quotation closed greater than heading 1 closing h1 tag. Your paragraph started here. That paragraph tag is the opening p. You can change the size of heading with the style attribute using the font size property the closing p. Now you can closing the body tag. You can write that all points in the body tag. After then you can close the HTML tag. Then you can go to the output of h1 tag. That means heading tag. The output display large manner. Heading 1, you can change the size of heading with the style attribute using the font size property. Font size property. This way, the largest and the biggest tag to be used on that tag. You can use different tags that you can go for h1 tag and h2 tag and h3, h4, h5, h6, etc. h2, h3, h4, h5, h6, etc. Then you can go through HTML tag reference. Then go for, they are showing some description on HTML tag references. HTML defines the root of an HTML document, HTML tag and a description. The body tag defines the documents body. Then h1 tag to h6 tag defines HTML headings. h1 to h6 they are given different HTML documents. These are simply heading tags. They are given different example. You can use h1 in place of h2, h3, h4, h5, h6 up to you can use different tags. Okay, then you can go to the paragraph tag. The paragraph tags. What is the paragraph? Paragraph starts on a new line. Paragraph tag starts on a new line and is usually block of text. A paragraph always starts on a new line and is usually block of text. It is a block of text. The paragraph main tag is the P within the less than, in between of less than, greater than elements define a paragraph. A paragraph always starts on a new line and browsers automatically add some white space, a margin before and after a paragraph. This is the main thing, guys. Browsers automatically give the space after the P, after the margin before and after paragraph. A paragraph always starts on a new line and browsers automatically add some white space, a margin before and after paragraph. You can go and see the example program. For example, you can go and see an example program. Okay, and that one example program. Okay, a paragraph always starts a new line and browsers automatically add some white space, a margin before or after paragraph. See the example program. In this general, in a previous way, you can know how to write the program. Just similar way, you can write the document type HTML. That's the optional. Do you want to write the program? Otherwise, skip the program. Okay, document type, document HTML. Now the program is started. Opening HTML. After then, general you can write general you can write the heading tag, head. After then you can write a title of the title. Then you can give the one name of the title. After the closing title, after the closing head. After then you can start a body. Generally you can start a body tag. Opening the body. P, that is a paragraph tag. The opening P, this is a paragraph close, that is a closing paragraph. Second point also, you can second one again, you can use the P, paragraph, the opening P, this is a paragraph, closing a P. After then third one also you can use the P, opening a P, this is a paragraph, closing a P. After then you can use the backslash body, that is a closing body. After then you can use the closing HTML. This is a paragraph, this is a paragraph, this is a program. After then you can running this program, the output display just like this is a paragraph, this is a paragraph, this is a paragraph. This way the program to be executed. Then you can go to how to display on HTML. HTML display. Next we can go to HTML display. What the display? How you cannot be sure how the HTML will be displayed. You cannot be sure how the HTML will be displayed. Large or small screens and resized windows will create different results. Large or small screens and resized windows will create different result. With HTML you cannot change the display by adding extra space or extra lines in your HTML code. The browsers will automatically remove any extra spaces and the lines when the page is displayed. With HTML, you cannot change the display by adding extra spaces or extra lines in your HTML code. The browser will automatically remove any extra spaces and the lines when the page is displayed. Generally, you can write a paragraph, example paragraph, example paragraph, example paragraph, example paragraph P. That is the opening P. This is a paragraph, contains a lot of lines in the source code. These are line by line. This is a paragraph, one line, contains a lot of lines. Second line, in the source code, third line, but the browser is the fourth line. Ignores it. Can ignores it. Full stop. The paragraph closing tag, that is a close P. You can write another paragraph, that is the second one, that is a opening the P. This is a paragraph, contains, you can give the large space in between, contains space, large more space, a lot of spaces in the source code. In the source code, source is you can give the more space and code, but you can give the more space. Browsers ignore it. You can see the program just like you can write it in this manner by using HTML body P paragraph. You can see the large space in between lines. What that output you have after closing of P, P of the closing P. You can go to third paragraph, the number of lines, you can give the more spaces in between that lines. In a paragraph, depends on the sizes of the browser window. After full stop, you can give the 2 spaces. If you resize the browser window, the number of lines in this paragraph will change. Closing P. Backslash body, that means closing a body tag and closing the HTML tag. You can see that output of that paragraph, that is a paragraph tag. This paragraph contains a lot of lines in the source code, but the browser ignores it. This paragraph contains a lot of space in the source code, but the browser ignores it. The number of lines a paragraph depends on the size. The browser's window, if you resize the browser window, the number of lines in this paragraph will change. The output, observe clearly that the writing time of code, you can give the more space on different places. For example, you can go to second paragraph, that is this paragraph is in the first line, contains, say you can go see the second line of that paragraph, contains, after you can give the more space, contains, give the more space, after then you can give a lot of spaces. You also give the space between lot, after then you can off, after then you can space. You can give the more spaces on that lines. You can go through third one, in the source, after then you can give the more space code. Okay, but the browser, you can give the more space between the more space browser. See the second line of output, there is no space on particular places. It is default is given simple default spaces between the program. This paragraph contains a lot of spaces in the source code, comma, but the browser ignores it. They give the different lines, but the program should be displayed on single line. Depend upon the particular content space on the size of that web page. You can go to third one. The third one is the number of lines in a paragraph depends on the size of the browser window. You can give the more spaces in each line, each sentence. You have each word you can give the more space. If you resize the browser window, the number of lines in this paragraph will change. You are given every word you can give the more space, but coming see that output, the number of lines in a paragraph depends on the size of the browser window. If you resize the browser window, the number of lines in the paragraph will change. You can give the more spaces on that output, but the space in this one, it is a very simple, depend upon the program. Then you can go to the HTML horizontal rules. Then go to the HTML horizontal rules. Then you are going to the HTML horizontal rules. Then okay, first one, what are the different HTML horizontal rules? The HR tag defines a thematic break in an HTML page and is most often displayed as a horizontal row. The HR tag defines a thematic break in an HTML page and is most often displayed as a horizontal row. The HR element is used to separate content or define changes in HTML page. The HR element is used to separate content or define a change in HTML page. Then you can go for a simple example of this one. The HTML horizontal line, you can go for a simple program on that one. Simple program. HTML, the opening HTML, opening body. After then you can write the h1 tag. This is a heading 1. Closing of h1 tag. Paragraph tag you started P. This is a some text. Closing paragraph. After then you can use a HR tag. H2 tag. This is a heading 2. /H2 tag. P, opening P, the paragraph started. This is some other text. Closing P. HR H2 tag. This is a heading 2. H2 tag. This is some other text. After H1 tag, P tag, then you are given the HR. In 3 types of 3 HR tags you are using. 3 paragraphs you are using. First P1, H1 over, then P1 you are given the HR tag. H2 and P, then you are using HR tag. H2P, then use a different way. This is a heading tag 1. You can go through, see the output of that program. You can see this is some text. This is some text. Output of H1 tag. This is a heading 1. this is some text. You can see the horizontal line. After the this is some text. After then this is a heading 2 tag. This is some other text. After after you have a HR, you can use it. For that you are displaying that another line, that is a HR tag based on that HR tag. After the third one, this is a heading 2. After then this is some other text. After then you did not given any HR tag. For that, no display on that horizontal line on that one. Line on that one. On that one. Then you can go to next tag. Next tag. Now you are discussed in the H1 tag, HR tag. Then you can go HTML break tag, line break. Then you can go HTML break line tag. The HR tag is an empty tag, which means that it is has no end tag. In third one, there is the HR tag is empty tag, there is no tag. Then you can go to HTML line break tag, HTML line breaks tag, line breaks tag. What the line breaks tag? The HTML BR elements defines a line break. The HTML line break, BR, even that HTML line break tag, use BR if you want a line break, a new line without starting a new paragraph, without using a new paragraph. For that you will go and see that one different example program. Similarly, you can previous manner HTML, the opening HTML opening body. After then you can write a directory p tag. This is after p opening p tag. Then you can write a sentence, that is this is. After then you can give a BR tag, BR, a paragraph. Again you can give the another BR with a line breaks, full stop. You can closing the paragraph, closing the body tag, closing the HTML. Then you can run your HTML tag. This is, see that output of this program. This is it is coming to a new line, a paragraph. After then you can go for new line with the line breaks. How to display this one? See the previous the program of that tag. This is. After then you can give me a BR tag. For that it is coming to this is. It is going to next line, a paragraph. After then you are using another BR tag. It is go to the third line. For the depend upon the single line you have, you can write a code is in a single line paragraph, but you can use a different break tags. It is go to different lines of output. But in previous example, you can write a paragraph in different lines. Okay, this is one line you can writing in a paragraph. This is one line, first line. A paragraph is the second line, and with the line breaks is no line breaks is the third line. Going to the output of that program execution, the program to be displayed all are single lines. Why the output is displayed on that place? You did not given any output of that program, any break statements. But you did not given any break statement to that particular program. For that the program to be displayed on a single line. But in this paragraph you are using a BR tag. BR tag is nothing but it is break tag. It is given to after the break statement, the program to be going to new line. It is after the break you can go to new line. Any content you are writing on that code, this is going to new line of that program. This way the program to be displayed. This way the program to be displayed. The BR is empty tag, that means it has no end tag. Generally HR and BR tags there is no end tag, it is a empty tags. These two are known as a empty tags. Generally you can go for another example, that is a poem tag. That is a P in HTML space and new lines are ignored. You can write a poem tag, that is an example program. Okay, in HTML spaces and new lines are ignored. You are given different one. By Bomni lies over the ocean, by Bonnie lies over the sea, by my Bonnie lies over the ocean, or bring Bonnie to me. The paragraph. You see this paragraph is you are used in different lines. Go to the output of this program. Output of this program. It is display on that. It is all are in single line. All are in single line. Single line. This way the program to be concluded. Okay. Now, tomorrow.